I wake up in the morning, I punch fear in the face. I gotta get to my bacon, egg, and dreams. Welcome to Bacon, Egg, and Dreams. I'm your host, Bernie Wine, and today I got a very special guest in the building. We kind of grew up in the same town. I got to see him grow up as a man from the outside looking in. And I ain't even gonna steal his thunder. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for having me, bro. My name is Austin. I'm a personal trainer. You can follow me at Athletics with Aust on IG.
Okay, so first and foremost, you didn't always have the body you have today, right? So where did that come from? How'd you change that mindset to develop and grow as a person?
It started when I was in high school, and one day I got called out by my gym teacher. Anybody that went to high school knows him as Vito. Regular stuff. You know Vito. I wasn't standing in my spot for gym. He called attendance. I wasn't there, and he called me out to do a pull-up. And I went to go do the pull-up. I'm not going to back out. Everybody's in the gym looking at me, and I couldn't do it. The embarrassment I had felt from that was crazy to where it stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? For like that whole day, I just sat there thinking like, damn, I really couldn't do a pull-up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sitting here trying to be cool, like, that I'm not in shape or healthy enough to even, pull myself off the ground if I really needed to. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how I was sitting there thinking. And that's 12th grade, and that was like the end of 12th grade. So from that day, I had just started just doing push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Just doing them. But I didn't really know nothing about working out. But I was blessed enough to have my cousin, who I was working with at the time, who was also my supervisor, show me some things. So he showed me, took me to the playground. I started off in the playground. I didn't start off in the gym. Pull-ups, push-ups, and I used to play basketball. And that was my regimen every day. Pull-ups, push-up, basketball. Pull-up, push-ups, basketball. Then it got cold outside. Had to change. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't play basketball like that no more unless we found a spot inside. So started going to the gym. And then even then, I was just lifting. I didn't know what I was doing. You know what I mean? I knew how to work the machine, but there was no strategy to it. There was no programming to it. So I was just being there lifting, and I just had got big. Just off of lifting from that. So from there, I just thought one day, like, this is after years too of me going to the gym, working out. I'm in here all the time. I dedicated myself to the gym. I would go every day, no matter what was happening, no weather, nothing would stop me. I might as well make it an income. That's something I love to do. And I always had jobs, always had 2 or 3 jobs, but working never made me happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, doing things that I want to do just for money never really made me happy. I'd rather do something that I love to do. You know what I'm saying? And just work with that and build that into something great. So I just decided to take that route, and that's the trail we've been on ever since.
And you talked about no weather would stop you. So how do you stay consistent and dedicated to the goal at hand?
Well, what I do is the same mindset that you would have, like, if you have to go to work because you have bills to pay, and whether it's raining or snow, those bills don't care what the weather is like. So you're going to make sure you get and go to that job, you know what I'm saying, to make that check, to get that salary. It's the same mind frame I have with taking care of myself. No job is going to make sure I'm healthy, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't care that you're healthy as much as you can work and make them, that money they need you to do. So you have to make that a priority and, you know what I'm saying, make it a thing. So no matter what is going on, even if I have to be late to the gym, I'm going, you know what I'm saying? And you don't necessarily have to go to the gym to be healthy, but that's just my place where I can focus and, you know what I'm saying, strategize and put in some real work. That's my place of peace, so that's where I go. But people find places at the park. Some people is good at home, you know what I'm saying? Wherever is your place of peace where you can just focus on yourself for that little bit of time to, you know what I'm saying, and find that motivation. It's just, that's the gym.
And what percentage of people would you say have the body that they want? And what's the reason that more people don't have the body that they want?
All right, so I would say this, right? You see people online, you'll see people on IG, Facebook, YouTube, they all cut up and they have muscles everywhere. They don't even have the body they want. And I realized that with my own self, because the minute you get to that point where you feel like this is what I wanted, you find space for improvement, room for improvement of something else. And if you're really serious, you're not gonna lack. You're gonna go attack that and try to see if you can reach that new goal. So, you know what I mean? I don't think anybody necessarily has the body that they want. They might have gotten to a certain point, but I can guarantee you, anyone that's reevaluating themselves often, like we all should do, they're gonna find something that they're gonna be like, I can do better in this, or I can look better this way. You know what I mean? And if you're truly dedicated to it, you'll go attack that. And that's with anything in life. Like, you won't just settle for, you know what I'm saying, what you can get if you know that there's more out there for you to achieve. So you should attack every obstacle, everything that you can achieve, go for it. You know, the worst thing you could do is not get it. So, and the worst thing you really could do is not try.
And so what you're basically saying is, if sky was the limit, when you reach the sky, you'll go above that.
Yeah, exactly. If sky was the limit and reach the sky, if I see I can go to space, I'm going to space. You know what I'm saying? And if I see I can go past that, once I get there, I'm going past that. There's no point in stopping. You know what I'm saying? If I'm alive, I'm breathing. If I can do it, I'm doing it. You know, there's no point. It's no point in stopping at all. Anything in life, you might as well take everything as far as it can go, and you never really know until you reach that goal and try to push it from there. You know, so.
And what would you say to people that tell you can't? Like, how do you overcome everybody who doubts you or who tries to put you down?
Well, one thing with me is always had a strong foundation with my mother and my father. So even when I used to tell myself I can't, that was things I get in trouble for. Like, don't ever say that. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever say you can't until you try. You ain't try, and you can't say you can't. So I don't really say I can't until I try. And if I try, I'll try until I can't go no more. Then I know, all right, I can't. But if you don't try, you know what I'm saying, can't, it's like, don't exist to me. You have to try, you know what I'm saying? If you feel you could do it, try it. Let life tell you can't do it, but don't let other people, and worst of all, don't let yourself tell you that you can't do it, because a lot of times we are our own worst enemies. You know what I'm saying? Like, we defeat ourselves before other people do. So, it's like, don't exist to me, really.
And what's a lesson in life that you learned that say, if you having a bad day, like say those days you don't feel like going to the gym. I know you love the gym, but how about in a different area of your life you don't feel like showing up? What helps you go show up even if you don't feel like it or it feels uncomfortable?
Well, I have days I don't want to go to the gym, man. Like, you know, because we all human beings. I have a life outside of this, outside of me being a personal trainer, outside of me taking care of myself. But what I always, you have to remember that it's not necessarily a bad day. It's just a moment. You know what I'm saying? If you let that moment ruin your day, then that's really on you, not on the moment. But if you just, you know what I'm saying, take some time out of that moment to think, re-strategize, and reevaluate everything. And that's what I have to do often, because, you know, like some human being, I got kids and things happen. So not every morning I can get to the gym at 9 o'clock, or you know what I'm saying? I have a wife, sometimes things happen. Like every day I might not be able to put in 2 hours. So, but even when things happen, it's just happening in a moment. It's not necessarily ruining the day. It's up to me to let it ruin my whole day. It's 24 hours in a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just try to separate moments from the day. Like, you know, something I had to do during the day, I might have to push it back at night and sacrifice hanging out or something like that. If I really wanted to work out, I might not be able to hang out with my friends tonight because I missed my set this morning. You know what I'm saying? And that just how it be. But that's how I look at it. Everything is a moment, not like a date. You know what I'm saying?
So you talked about not being able to hang with your friend if you missed your day. So let's talk about sacrifice. Do you have to sacrifice some things in order to reach your goal?
Yeah, for sure. One thing I had to learn, like as I stated earlier, I was in the gym lifting weights for years, but I was just lifting. One thing I had to learn that nutrition is actually a way more important part than it is as far as just picking up the weights and learning how to lift them. And so with that, I'm a foodie. I love food. You know, everybody know me. I love food. I go out to eat, and I don't care how much it is. I want to eat. I'm gonna try it. I had to learn that I can't always be in that moment if I want to see the results that I'm working so hard for. So, you know, for example, like Chipotle.
Oh yeah,
and that's my spot.
Yeah,
I can't eat Chipotle every day because I'm gonna blow up, You know what I'm saying? And I'm putting on size when as far as right now I'm trying to tone. You know what I'm saying? Or like just us things as far as like make sure I get enough vegetables in for the day. That counts as every day, but for the day I make sure I get enough vegetables in. Make sure you get enough protein in. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. And when you start doing those things, they actually kind of force you to eat healthier because you have to eat certain stuff in order to reach those goals. So, you know what I'm saying? Sacrifices certain things. Like, even when, you know, a lot of us, we like to party. You might have to go a night or two or 3 nights without drinking. If you know you got to get up in the next morning and perform and still go to work, you know what I'm saying, and perform, you know you have 12 hours of performing to do. It might not be a smart idea to stay out late drinking the night before. You might have to sacrifice that drink, you know what I'm saying, and think about the future and say, maybe I'll push that off to Sunday when I'm not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a lifestyle change, and you slowly start to get it. Like, for me to get where I gotta go, I can't just change in this 1-2 hours. I gotta change my whole life around.
And so I worked out with a trainer before, and I would say, hey, I text him, I say, I'm tired, I just got off of work. He'd be waiting at the gym and say, I just got off too. What? He said, come on, I'm waiting. So what's the importance of having the right people around you along the journey? Because I did also have a friend that every time I made an excuse, he said, yeah, I'm gonna watch the ball game too, so we good today.
Oh, okay. You definitely want to have people that can keep you in check around you, because we're all human. You're gonna have days, especially if you're somebody working hard, you're trying to meet other goals. You know what I'm saying? The gym is not necessarily your whole life. You have other things you want to do. You're gonna have those times where you be like, I don't feel like going today. You know what I'm saying? Or you be like, I'll wait another 30 minutes. I'll wait another 30 minutes. You know what I mean? You're gonna have those times. So you kind of want to have those people in your corner where you call them, where you'll say like, yeah, I was haggling, man, I didn't go to the gym yet. And they'll be like, man, get your ass up and get it to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you just need those people in your life in general, but anything you're doing, because like I said, we're all human. We all gonna get distracted. We all have obstacles that we have to overcome. And sometimes those obstacles become speed bumps, but your friends can help you. Just giving you that little push, help you get over that speed bump. Like, yo, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't slack today. You know what I mean? Like, no, you ain't go yesterday. You got to go today. You say you're going to go in twice today. I'm going to hold you to that. You know what I'm saying? Have your friends hold you to your word, and the people around you hold you to your word. And likewise, you know what I'm saying? That'll help keep everybody accountable for what they say they're going to do. And like I said, it's a lifestyle thing. You'll see that with everything you do. Like, it's not just the gym. Like, if I said I'm going to go to the gym and do 100 push-ups, and I say I'm going to go to work and put in 10 hours, that's my word. You know what I'm saying? I need to keep my word. No matter if anyone else heard me, I said I was going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And we should all try to just keep those things in mind. Like, don't break your own promises to yourself. Like,
you say your parents, when you used to say you can't, you would get in trouble. What's a lesson that you try to instill in your kids now?
Same thing. Don't say you can't until you try, because you don't know. So it's necessarily not true. You never tried it, so you can't say or tell anybody that you can't do it. And that, you know, it's okay also to lose sometimes, because sometimes you have to lose in order to learn how to become a winner. And a lot of us are fearful of losing, and I've learned that just with personal training. Like, a lot of people don't like how they look in the gym, so they won't go. You know what I'm saying? But you have to get to that point of understanding you don't like how you look, so now we could work on getting you to that point of getting you where you like how you look. You know what I'm saying? And you can see the progress for yourself. So now it's not even just like a fantasy, it's a reality, because now the work is there. But if you don't accept it, if you don't agree to it, you know what I mean, it's kind of like a fantasy. It doesn't really exist. And so I just have to get them to understand, like, it's okay if you try something and you're not the best, because that's how you learn how to be the best. You know what I'm saying?
And what do you think you provide? Because you're a trainer now. What do you provide for your client? Because I always tell people, I think you guys give more than just a good looking body to the person.
I definitely feel trainers aren't, I don't want to say appreciated, but they don't get the notification or glorification that they should, because it's definitely, well, as far as I feel personally, it's more than just, as I said, going to the gym, just picking up some weights, showing somebody how to do some curls. Because they're not going to see results just by doing that. It's like, yo, what are you doing after this? You know what I'm saying? How much sleep are you getting? How much partying are you doing? You know what I mean? What do you eat? You know what I'm saying? How often do you eat? All these things count. It's not just, oh, you come see me for an hour, give me $100, and oh, you go about your life. I don't feel that's a real trainer. That's more like a businessman to me. You know what I'm saying? Like me, this is a lifestyle change, and with the brand that I want to build, that's what my focus is. Is not just changing you physically, but mentally. Make sure you spiritually strong. Like we want you to be strong in all corners. So that's what my future goals are for the brand that I'm trying to build.
And is stepping into that gym the first time, is it hard, or what do you think that people have to overcome? Because someone told me as a trainer, he said my first goal for somebody, he said if they never worked out, I just want them to go in there, go to the person at the front desk, get them a 5 and leave. And he said I just want them to get used to going there and going home.
That's definitely a big thing, because you want someone to get used to it where it becomes like almost like a daily regimen. Like I said, like you get up and go to work. You want to get up and make sure you take care of yourself too. You get up and brush your teeth, wash your face and all that. You want to make sure if you need to stretch, you know what I'm saying, whatever you need to do physically to mentally prepare yourself for the day, it definitely should become a daily routine, like a habit, you know what I'm saying? And it's a good habit that you're building, so there's nothing wrong with that. So I would say definitely building that habit of just getting up and getting there, because that is a hard thing. Who wants to get up an hour, 2 hours early, knowing that they got 8 hours of work to go? You know what I mean? Like, no one really wants to do that. But after you do it after a while, it's like normal. It's like, for me, I feel weird if I don't go. I've been going consistently so long that if I might take a day off, you know, so I do take days off because rest is very important. It's a big part of recovery is a big part of it. But let's say like I might take an extra day off, something might have happened, I might have skipped that day. Like I said, I'm human. I'll feel weird the whole day, to where it's like in my brain, and sometimes even my wife would be like, "You need to go to the gym." You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to go to the gym. Yeah. I feel like I can't sit down. Oh, I need to do something because something's missing. Like that's part of my daily routine every day.
And what myths do you think surround going to the gym? Because you know, like sometimes people think there's a magic pill. What's the secret? Someone told me, I said, how'd you get like that? He said, bro, I just gotta show up every day. Like, what's the secret if there is one?
The biggest secret is that it's not gonna happen fast. I would think, I think if you can accept that from the beginning, you'll be well off than if you feel like you're gonna look like The Rock or look like Hercules in 6 months. Because a lot of times you're gonna have to do a lot of extra things, and you're gonna skip steps. And my biggest thing is learning how to take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can go take all the pills you want and buy a body. You could do that, but you'll eventually go back to that old person because you never really changed who you was as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like you just bought things to make yourself look better, but skipping it, like going through the steps. Learning how to take care of yourself so you never going back to that. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to maintain. I think those are the biggest secrets. And that's the biggest thing is accepting that it's more of a life journey than it is like a year or 2 years. You know what I mean? You don't want to just set a goal. I want to look like this in 2 years and then nothing after that. Because you're going to go back to the old you way faster than you got to the new you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like I said, it's a process. It's a process. And it's just like what you're going through in life now, trying to make it to whatever you're trying to make it to. It's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. And you don't want it to. You want to go through each and every process, the good and the bad, because that's how you're going to learn and grow.
And what's the importance of understanding that it's a process? Because sometimes you could get discouraged not seeing that result when you thought it was going to happen. But I heard Nipsey Hussle say, yo, any timeline you set, expect it to take longer because you never got there, so you don't really know how long it takes anyway.
Like I said, I went to the gym for years and lifted weights before I even seen anything close to the results that I wanted to see, because I had to learn that it was more to it than just going to the gym, putting weight on a machine and lifting. Once I started learning that it's strategies and people study the body and different parts of the body and how they work in order to create effective programs to work out and help people reach their goals, that changed the whole thing for me. And then from there, I just started doing my studying and research. I study with NASM for a personal trainer. I'm studying to be a nutritionist right now because, like I said, that's a big part of it. And that's something I had to learn too, nutrition, which then helped me become more disciplined because, like I said, I'm a foodie. I will eat all day. Can't do it. Just can't. I gotta watch what I'm eating. Gotta know how many times I'm eating a day and what I'm eating. And it was basically just knowing that, like I said, it's a process. It's not, I can't just go in the gym and just lift as much as I can and think I'm gonna look good. It doesn't work like that. I need to eat right, rest. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I'm drinking enough water. Water is the most important thing. And I think everybody on earth needs to know how important water is. You have to get your daily amount of water in a day. It is extremely important. It helps with so many things. And it's like starting your car with no oil. Would you start your car with no oil? No. You know why? Because you're going to blow your motor. That's how it is like going all day without water. You have to get that water. It's very important.
So, all right. So invite someone in that, tell them what type of clients you looking for, whether man, female, age, sex, whatever the case, and show them where you can find them. And what I want to do is I want to pay for one session for whoever hits you up first, so they could start their journey to changing their life.
Oh, I appreciate that. And I want to say that there's no discrimination to whoever wants to start this journey, and it's never too late to start. So no matter if you've been waiting 3 years or 3 days to do it, I'm here whenever you're ready. You can always DM me at athleticswithaust.com, or you can always hit B-Dub up, and he can also point you in the right direction towards me. And time waits for none of us. So I'll say that. So I want to keep pushing it back. I know things are hard for everybody right now, with everything that's going on in the country. But you gotta remember that you are somebody and you're just as important at everything else you're doing, and you also need to put time into yourself. And whenever you're ready, I'm here. So don't be afraid to hit me up at any time. I'm available. If you ever need advice, I'll give advice. I'm not charging for advice like some of these people are. I want everybody to be able to learn and grow, and we eventually all help each other out. So.
And this is my guy. I appreciate you for showing up for my show, and
appreciate you having me.
Home. I wake up in the morning, I punch fear in the face. I gotta get to my bacon, egg, and dreams. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Put some spinach on it.
Yeah.